We're in Lamb Park, which is very close to downtown, just a couple of minutes.
The homes in this neighborhood were built in the 1930s, sort of California bungalow style.
The house that we bought had not been significantly renovated in the 80 years since it had been built.
It was kind of a disaster. The master bedroom had some beautiful sort of rose-colored carpet. There was a nice stain on the floor and a tiny little master bathroom. Now we have a very nice sized bedroom upstairs and a bathroom that we really like with the 2 sinks, which Nathan really wanted.
What we tried to do is keep a room that was consistent with the neighborhood in the Lamb Park style. So we went with hardwood floors. We also wanted to make sure we had enough space for a king-size bed, because we do have 2 children who'd like to crawl into bed with us, and yet still have room for a place to play and get out of bed and not hit your knee against the wall.
All the homes in Lamb Park have these paned windows, and we really wanted to make sure the house was consistent with the neighborhood, so we splurged and bought these really nice wood windows. They really do buff the sound outside, and they keep it nice and cool in here. They're really well insulated.
I just like the big window. It lets in a lot of light. You feel like you're almost like living in this tree. Well, this door leads right out into the back patio. We thought we could use this space to have a nice little area to drink coffee and read the paper in the morning.
And I'm sure that we will in like 18 years when the kids are gone.
We will. But it is nice to have the option right here off of the master suite.
Here in the bathroom, we again tried to stay consistent with the neighborhood with the marble, the Carrara marble, and we went with this was a little bit of a splurge, the Carrara marble basket weave mosaic floor.
When we set up the bathroom, I was basically reacting to our old house where we had just one little sink and I was going to be outnumbered 3-to-1. So we made sure that there were 2 sinks and there's plenty of space in between them so everyone can have an area that's their own.
What he's really trying to say is my side isn't always quite as neat as his side, so he wanted to keep me on my side, he's on his side, and I can make all the mess I want.
Keeps us happier.
We were a little concerned about boxing this in and making it feel closed, so we went with the frameless. And when it was just at the framing stage, we were like, oh my God, it's gonna be too small, there's not gonna be enough room in there. But actually it turned out to be just the perfect size. Nathan worked with the guy to do the built-ins, and at first I was not sold on the idea that we actually needed to spend the money. I'm like, why don't we just get the rods, we'll be fine. And then they put them in and I was in love.
Okay, got it.
Beautiful master bedroom, Tim. It feels a little small to me.
This is a really good sized room for this neighborhood.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised she says that.
For the neighborhood, though, it's actually a pretty good size.
Yeah. But couldn't you see this wall pushed back a little bit, maybe some kind of a seating? I mean, look at how gorgeous it is back there.
Yeah, if you had a bunch of money.
I was thinking the same thing.
These are gorgeous windows, Tim, and look at the view out here.
We spent a lot of money on those windows.
The windows are really cool because they stay within the character of the neighborhood.
I wouldn't have changed a thing. Sheer perfection.
I agree.
That's why we wanted it, right? To have a nice big open space.
And a very light space.
Carrie Ann, this is something you never see in an older established neighborhood that a lot of buyers are looking for. A balcony.
Now we need to just find time to enjoy it.
That was a fabulous master bedroom, so I'm curious to see what we're going to find in here.
This is a bathroom I could sell all day long.
This is really pretty, but I do have one problem right off the bat.
Can't wait to hear.
Whenever you take a mirror this big and you put it on the wall, why not frame it in with a beautiful piece of white molding?
Totally agree with her.
No, she's right.
Gorgeous basket weave flooring. They tied the same material into the countertops. They tied it into the tub surround. That is perfection.
That is the place where you splurge.
And check this out. What a great use of space.
Buyers will love this because anytime there's extra storage, it adds value to the home.
And I love this because this could serve as a coffee bar, but I have one problem.
You know what she's about to say.
No plug.
No plug. You know, that's right.
They could have taken it a step further. There's no outlet.
There's like a whole dead zone of pluglessness.
Yes.
Carrie Ann, here's the biggest problem buyers are going to face. Come and take a look. Look at the shower head.
Yeah.
It's really, it almost has a hotel feel to it.
That's really interesting because you know what? It is a hotel shower head.
It does. I have a problem with that. They could have spent more money on this.
I don't think they're going to not buy the house because of a shower head.
We can screw one off and screw one back on.
I have 2 other problems. The overall size of the shower for a master bathroom seems small to me.
Wow. Mind you, 2 people standing in there having a conversation, and it's tiny.
You can put in a coffee table, cook them up some coffee on the coffee bar, and it's still apparently too tiny.
My other problem is that I'm in a sea of white. I would have liked to have seen an inset tile border in here to give it a little pizzazz, a little design, a little color, a little pop. It's a little flat to me.
Right, totally agree.
Hate the border. Every time I walk into a house and they've got like some really pretty teal tile like right laced through it, I'm like, wow, I bet they wish they hadn't done that.
Carrie Ann, look at this closet. Buyers are going to love the organization. They're going to love the space. And this, compared to other properties, is a lot bigger than most houses.
Bigger than most closets.
Bigger than any closet I've ever seen in the neighborhood.
This is a generous closet, and I love the choice of materials. They did a great job with this. They did not make a great decision on this floor. Why did they do this?
She's totally right. It's the ugliest thing in the house.
Yep.
We have moths in Sacramento, so that's why we have cedar floors. It prevents the moths from getting into the clothes.
Okay, I understand that, but they are going to gnaw at that oak floor. Why not just take the cedar and go all the way? This looks a little choppy to me.
Yeah.
This is more ammunition for me to get it
Yeah,
fixed sooner rather than
there you
later.
go.
And buyers are going to walk in, they're going to go, it's unfinished.
Yeah, this is a poor decision.
It's funny because it cost the same amount. It was just the mistake of taking aesthetic advice from a floor guy.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
This is not an edge that I feel comfortable walking up to.
Oh,
That's the style. That's what makes that hot.
Loved their space. Wonderful bathroom. And check out that balcony. I mean, did you not love that?
Amazing.
I'm going to give it an A+ because I absolutely loved it.